Yellow Productions presents
a video review of the Samsung Gear 360 360-degree camera. This launched last weekend at Vidcon. I happened to be there to pick one up. I've spent about a week playing around with the camera, and in this video I thought I'd share my thoughts with you. I've broken this review up into 7 parts. I'll begin with a quick unboxing of the camera, then I'll talk to you about the camera itself. I'll talk to you about the mobile phone application that you use to control the camera, also the PC editing software that it comes with. 5, we'll talk about video quality. 6, I'll give you some tips in case you get one and you want to shoot with it. And I'll conclude with some links to some sample video that I've been out and about shooting with this camera so you can see what the video looks like from the camera. Before we begin, I thought I'd talk to you about the package that I got when I bought this at VidCon. $350 was the pre-release price. It came with the camera, this fancy Galaxy bag, a 32GB memory card, and this Samsung Galaxy hat. Pretty neat. Alright, and the other thing you need to know for this camera is in order to use most of the features of it, you have to have a Samsung Galaxy S6, S7, or Note 5 phone. That's what the application runs on that controls this camera. Alright, so without further ado, let's begin. We'll start with the unboxing. One of my pet peeves in review videos is often really long unboxing sessions. So that I don't completely bore you with this unboxing, I have sped it up 300%. We'll talk about the items once they get out of the box. So what that looks like all spread out is the battery, a carrying strap, a USB cable, a cleaning cloth, the quick start guide, a bag to carry the camera in, the little tripod that the camera goes on, and the camera itself. And now for part 2. Let's talk about the camera itself. The camera mounts on this neat little tripod that opens and closes. It can kind of maybe look like a squid if it's flying around, but the little ball piece, which is the camera piece, unscrews and comes off. You can remove that little tripod piece. So this is the camera itself. It's this round ball. It has a 15 megapixel camera on that side. There's nothing on this side. Well, there's little stuff, we'll see in a moment. And then there's another 15 megapixel camera on this side. There are 2 buttons over here. The top button is the menu button. You can use that to cycle through the different modes without having to use the app. And then the bottom is the power button or the back button. Back on that other side that I showed you where I said there's nothing, there's actually a cover that opens up, and this is where you put in the removable battery, the memory card, and that's where it has the USB connection so you can connect it to your computer. Also on the bottom of the camera it has a tripod mount, so you can mount that to any tripod that you want to. On the top of the camera there's a little LCD screen and an OK button, so that if you're using the power button you can cycle and menu through the modes and you can see what modes you're in on the little screen on the top. Let's talk about the app that you use to control the camera. It's an Android application. When you click on it, it brings up the home screen. This shows the videos that have been stored on my phone already. I can click on these videos, I can click play, and I can spin around and see the videos. This is a 360-degree video of me eating a torta in Chicago Airport. It's one of the ones that you can see in the sample. I've downloaded this one to the phone, and I go so fast because this has been recorded in the time-lapse mode. One that is a regular speed video is this one right here, and this one talks a little bit. This is a test shot at a lake, so this will show you a distant view. Going up. So this is a regular speed video. There's me down at the bottom. So that's the home screen. Then it shows it's disconnected. It's disconnected because the camera's off. So I'll go ahead and set that down and I'll turn the camera on. There's a button on the side right here. You push this button right here and hold it for 2 seconds and that turns the camera on. It connects via Bluetooth to the phone, so this will come up and make a little beep, and now it's connected because it no longer says disconnected. I'll talk about a few more things on the camera and then we'll go back to the application. So the camera has this little LCD screen up on the top. The LCD screen is really useful because it shows you the battery status in the upper right hand corner. Next to it, it shows a little Bluetooth icon that shows you that it's connected to the mobile device. It shows you what mode it's in. This is currently in the time-lapse mode. You can push this button on the top. Oh, The button on the top starts it, so now it's recording in time-lapse mode, which isn't actually quite what I wanted to do, so I'll stop that. The mode button, the menu button over here on the side, you can use that to go through the different modes. It has the video looping mode. This will record 5 to 10 minutes of video in a continuous loop and just writes over itself until you stop it, so you'll have the last 5 or 10 minutes of video. There is settings, which you can control some settings directly from this little screen. There's the normal 360-degree video mode, and then there's the photo mode, and it shows you how many photos you can take. So it's a neat, really intuitive interface that you use just by pushing this button, and then you use this button here. This takes a photo. Everything has that 2-second countdown before it does it. So back to the application. Now that we are connected to the camera, if we want to see the videos that have been stored on the camera, we can click this little Gear 360 tab in the upper right, and this will bring up all of the videos that are on the camera that haven't yet been loaded onto the phone. So there's the one I just shot right there, which is that little 1-second clip, and you can see me kind of standing behind the camera over here. So that's not where we want to go right now, but there's that little icon in the lower right, which is what you use to actually shoot video from the camera. So there's a few different modes you can use to view things from the camera. In this mode, you can see the live video from the camera. You can see that there is me right here. I can wave to the camera. You can change this button down here, and it'll just show you the front lens. You can click that button again, and it will show you the rear lens, which shows my editing computer back there. Or you can get that dual lens view. The dual lens view is in 2 modes. If you show it like this, then you can see both lenses at the same time. When you're ready to take the video, you push this little record button right here. It gives you that same countdown, and then it starts recording the video. It's pretty simple as that. When you're done recording, and actually that one I took a photo because I was in the photo mode, but if I want to change modes back to the video, you can see the 4 different modes here. Those are the same modes that the button press on the top went to. So I can go to the video mode, I can hit the record button, and now it gives me that countdown, and you can see it's recording the video with a timer down here. So we can go ahead and stop that video. It's 5 seconds long. It saves it on the Gear 360. If you've ever used the Samsung camera app that comes with Samsung phones, this is very intuitive and looks the same way. There's little setting buttons up here that you can use to change the resolution. You can change the timer. You can change the exposure, the white balance. And then in the lower right hand corner, you can go to review the video. So you click play, and then that comes up, and you can see it's recording the video, plays the video, timer down here, and me talking before. So if you want to share the video, that's a really neat part about this camera that I haven't seen from other ones, is you can do it right from the mobile application. You can hit share. You can choose if you want the original video or the compressed video. We'll say the original video. It takes a little bit of time to stitch the video together. This is what takes the video from the 2 different cameras and makes it into one. But once that bar gets up to 100%, it'll give us some options to share it directly to Facebook, Instagram. This is nice because you don't have to connect it to the computer or wait till you get home. You can just do it straight from the road. So you can say, share it to Facebook, and then you can type in something and hit post, and it'll upload the 360-degree video directly from the phone to Facebook, which is a super neat feature. Overall, this application I think is really one of the reasons to get the camera, because it's so intuitive, it's so easy to use, and I love the fact that it has this real-time view. And you know, pick up the camera, move it around, and you can see that all change. So really neat. Okay, now let's talk about the PC software that you can use to edit this video that comes with the camera. This is called the Gear 360 Action Director. You can download it from Samsung's website. It comes with a product key that you can use to activate it. In the left-hand part of the screen here, these are the videos that have been imported from the camera. As soon as they're imported, it takes some time, but then they're automatically stitched together. This is a video that's playing right now. This is one of the samples I have at the Irvine Spectrum Mall, me holding it on the selfie stick again. This is 3 different videos that I've dropped together here on the timeline. and then over here on the right hand side you can add music to the video. So it's really pretty intuitive, easy to use. They've also got different transitions that you can use in the video, so if you want to see a wipe or you want to see an x-ray, there's those things, and then it also has some titles that you can use to put on the video as well. The one thing that I thought was kind of funny about the software that I'll just mention is the sample video that came with it. Is a video of some Korean girls doing ballet. I guess it makes sense since Samsung is a Korean company. I just thought this was a very interesting choice for the sample video to come with it. Nice and high quality though, and it is kind of like standing in the middle of a ballet studio. Once you're done making your project, you can come up to File, click Produce. The screen will change to this screen. You can choose what format you want and how you want it. You can stay online and you can share it directly to Facebook or YouTube. My preference would be to save it on the computer first and then upload it there. You hit Start and then it goes ahead and renders the video. Once the video is done, then you upload it to YouTube or Facebook and voila! 360-degree videos done. Section 5, let's talk about the video quality. The video quality that comes out of this camera for its price point is the best that I've seen in a 360-degree camera under $500. I paid $350. I'm not sure what the launch price is. Even if it was $500, I think that would still be quite a good deal for the almost 4K quality video that comes out of the camera. I do have two slight quibbles about the video. One is that the stitch lines can be often noticeable. There's often an exposure difference between the front camera and the back camera, and so you can see where the video gets stitched together. The second is the cameras are a little far apart, further apart than say on the Ricoh Theta camera, and so because of that, the stitch point where both cameras see the same thing is further out on this camera because the two cameras on the sides are further apart. That's just the nature of 360-degree cameras, but I did want to point it out. Section 6, I'll give you some tips about shooting with this camera. The first tip I'm going to give you is to get a selfie stick. And I know a lot of you may hate selfie sticks, and I used to hate selfie sticks until I had a 360-degree camera. And the reason is, if you're trying to hand hold this camera, the stitch point that'll be in your hand will cut off your hand and it'll actually look quite silly. This little tripod works well if you're putting it on, say, a table and you want to do 360-degree video of the people that are eating. I have a sample that you can see me doing that, but in order to get the camera away from your hand, the best way to do that is to put it on a simple selfie stick. And because it's controlled by the camera app, you can put it on this stick and you can hold it quite a far way out from you. I mean, in this case, I'd hold it up, right? I'd start down here, and when I want to do the video like I did out at the lake in the sample, then I take it and I just hold it up here. And that gets the camera far enough away from me that you don't see the stitch point anymore. And finally, I'll conclude with my final assessment and review of the camera. For those of you who watch my travel videos, you know that I rate things on the Topher scale. Topher's a traveling panda that travels with me wherever I go, and we rate things on a scale of 0 to 5 Tophers. So this camera gets a rating of 4 Tophers. So we'll start answering the question, why didn't it get 5 Tophers? And then we'll tell you why it got 4, so what we like about it. But we'll start with what we don't like. So why didn't it get 5? Well, one, the stitching issue. It is sort of annoying that the camera really doesn't see things that are about this close, or cuts off hands, or cuts off features. It'd be nice if the cameras were a little closer together so that it didn't have that stitch problem. The second part is that it only works with Samsung Galaxy phones, which isn't a problem if you do have one, but if you don't, that can be a little bit of a bummer. And finally, the camera has kind of an odd shape. It's this round shape, which means it doesn't really fit in your pocket, so it means you have to carry a bag or something to carry it around. I do have a cameraman purse that I carry around, so it's not as big of a deal, but I do really have to carry that around because this does not fit in a pocket that I know of. Now let's talk about the pros. What's so cool about the camera? First of all, the user experience is just very easy to use. Samsung has done a really great job on the software and hardware integration. The application is intuitive. The video that comes off is near real time. There's not very much lag, and so it just really is a pleasure to use the application to shoot video on the camera. But you don't actually have to use the application to use the camera. You can just use the 3 buttons on the side to go through the 4 different modes the camera has. You can start it, you can stop it, you can change it from video to photo to time-lapse, all through the buttons. And it has a 2-second countdown, so from when you push the button to start the video, you can come back and the video doesn't start with your hand right here. So that's a really neat feature. The other part that I like about the camera is they include PC editing software. While it's not as full-featured as something like Adobe Premiere, it is free, and so it does give you some basic capability to edit videos off the camera. And finally, the camera just looks kind of neat, you know? Close this thing up, and once again, it's a squid or something like that from the ocean. And if you're holding this up someplace, people will stop and look at you. I mean, people stop and look at me because I hold a panda, but now if I'm holding a panda and a camera, that'll be a sight to see. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope if you were contemplating buying a Samsung Gear 360, if you are interested in shooting 360-degree video, and you have a Samsung phone, then I think it's a really good buy. You should check it out. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more travel videos every Sunday, then please subscribe, or you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, links in the description below, or you might enjoy watching one of these other videos. Click any of them to watch. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And if you'd like to see these sample videos I shot with the Gear 360 in 360 degrees, you'll find those in the lower right. Click on it to watch.